Hello, this is Breuer, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Civilization 6. We are playing as Arabia on Deity difficulty, and I spent some time before I started recording kind of looking at our situation. This is a new session, so actually between sessions I have actually started tinkering around on another Deity game. You know, just kind of get back into the flow of things and you know, see where we're at there so that I can compare it to here and kind of get some strategy down. And one thing I am remembering is that basically we're always going to be behind. It's at least in this early game. The other civilizations start with so many civs and so many free tax and units and things like that that we're just always going to be behind. There's no way we can out infrastructure them, if you will, and things of that nature. At least early game. So we really got to be very aggressive and really the best way for us to expand is not by building a bunch of settlers, although I am going to let this one finish because I would like at least a third city somewhere kind of somewhat safe to kind of start pumping out more units and things like that. But really the best thing we can do is take their cities, use their cities to continue building military, while our cities then behind the front lines switch over to the infrastructure at that point. I mean, it's definitely going to put us way behind the other civilizations, but it's really just the best chance we have of winning the game at all. You've got to really focus on conquest early if you even if you want to swap to religion or technology, anything like that later. We are pretty far behind in technology. The other civs, I mean, Greece is way up here in the let's see, if this is his icon at the edge of the map, it's probably somewhere over here with machinery, something like that. These other guys are going to be somewhere in this area, engineering and whatnot, and we're way down here with currency in the middle of the screen, which is what this is signifying. So we're pretty far behind tech-wise. I mean, we've got a lot of good boosts up ahead, some good stuff, but it's not going to help us right this second. Culture, we're even further behind, I bet. I haven't looked lately. Yeah, we're way behind in culture. So one thing we really got to get our better government, maybe an actual government. The first one we start with is just not really much of a government, so we've really got to get this one. Probably go for oligarchy so we can get the extra boost to combat. But in the meantime, really my goal right now is to finish off this settler, which will time up perfectly with engineering, and then probably swap over to start building a couple catapults. We really got to go after an obvious target. Greece is going to be a little too hard to get right now because we're going to have to go through the jungle, but it's also equally hard for them to come get me because, again, they have to go through the jungle. So what I may do is leave an archer, leave a warrior here, kind of move him back one into this hill rainforest tile, so anything has to go past him. Move the other warrior with a spearman and a couple, 3 archers that I have, along with any catapults I can come up with, and just really start going after Japan until we get to them. We've got to at least probably take out 2 of their cities, Osaka and Nagoya, to really start getting a foothold in this first war. Truthfully, we may have to consider going after one of these city-states that just doesn't provide a bonus that we really care too much about. Hattusa does not appear to have walls yet, but by the time we get over there, probably will. But yeah, no, that's really what we got to do. And I just noticed Kyoto's walls are a little bit lower. They must be getting hit by something. But anyway, either way, we're going to finish the settler, like I said, which will time up with the catapults, and then we'll get a couple catapults, probably get at least 1 more melee unit, so we're going to keep one behind. So we at least have 3 melee units and 3 archers and a few catapults, and see how that takes us. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and next turn, since there's nothing else to do this turn. Be nice to, and it actually may time out, now that I think about it. Yeah, by the time we get the catapults out in a few more turns, we should be able to time it out where we start our war right after we get oligarchy. So that should be alright. This guy's going to go ahead and let's go ahead and fortify here. Let's just go ahead and block that off for a little bit now. I mean, we are actually friends with Greece at the moment. I don't think that's going to last very long because who knows when we'll just do something that upsets them or whatever. So, but that's okay. Looks like temple has been built. All right. Oh boy. So what do we need to do here? Actually, a battering ram wouldn't be bad to send with my melee units, but I'm probably not going to be assaulting the city until the walls are done anyway, so it's probably a bit irrelevant. Galley to get some exploration would be good. I really just don't think I need to be focusing on much of infrastructure right now, although... No, I think that's fine. Get a heavy chariot. A little bit more of a frontline unit. It's a little bit better strength than warriors. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get a heavy chariot going. Get at least one of those out and about so we can kind of maybe, you know, go after some of their backline units, things like that. Actually not sure which of these spots I do want to put this next city. Probably city A, so I can get some early growth pretty quickly from the wheat. Could be somewhere down the river somewhere. I do need to get a worker up here, start improving some of this stuff as well. A builder, I should say. So much to do. It's not enough time to do it all. Terracotta Army. Alright, one more turn on the settler. Religious units are already starting to come out.
Normal people believe that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Engineers believe that if it ain't broke, it doesn't have enough features yet.
Alright, well there's my engineering. So what's next in my path to kind of taking out Japan? Probably going for machinery. Even though it does mean we have to hard research a few things along the way, which is not ideal. But I really think these crossbowmen will make a huge difference. Could go for my Mamluks. Hills at the end of every turn. That's pretty huge. I do have horses nearby, so that's a tempting proposition. Well, I'm not going to be building an iron mine super soon, I don't think. So, of all of these, this is the one I'm probably going to have to hard research the most. So let's just go ahead and start with ironworking and see where we go from there. It's possible I can get a pasture out. I should be able to be honest. Watermill, again, possible. So let's see what happens here. Alright, choose production. There's so much stuff I want to make. But... wow, 17 turns on a catapult. That's a lot of turns. Sure would come down a lot if I got the watermill, which also would give me +1 food on my rice tiles. Shrine, start making sure I don't lose my religion real fast is also very important. Let's see, do I have the civic boost to oh, that's not what I want. I want government. Do I have the civic boost to... no, I don't. To reduce the production? I do not. And I actually don't know if where siege units classified as. It's classified as a siege, so I actually don't know if you ever do get a bonus to them. Man, so many choices. I'm not sure which one is the best at the moment. I really don't want to lose my my religion though. That is hugely important to playing as Arabia. Otherwise I don't get my, you know, cheaper stuff. So it really feels like Shrine, despite my No, you know what? If Japan comes at me with their missionaries, I'll just have to declare war then and just kill the missionaries. So, on that note, it's then between watermill or catapult. Watermill gives me 1 production, which really just doesn't shave a ton of time off the catapult. I mean, it gives me a lot of food and stuff, which is huge, but no. I mean, we're going to be housing capped if we go for the food anyway, so we're getting close to the housing cap here in 6 turns anyway. We'll be at 6 or 7, which will slow down our growth anyway. So we've at least got to get one of these catapults out and get it going. Okay, well, you know what? The suggestions are up here. I'm actually okay. Let's see. This one is close enough to the river that if I get a aqueduct, actually close enough to the mountain too, I can get an aqueduct right here behind it to boost its growth even better than these spots. So that's actually not a terrible spot. Gives me horses pretty quickly if I get a builder, obviously. This one over here gives me 2 wheat right away. 1, 2, 3. See, the one about this one was that it got me the marble eventually. 1, 2, 3. Plus, it eventually got me the wheat down here, which is, yeah. And still got me the horses eventually. Again, it's not guaranteed I'm going to get it right away. I actually think I like my original spot. Like I said, it gives me wheat right away. 1 turn to growth to get more wheat. I think that's going to be okay. So let's go ahead and just link him up with the archer for now that he's there. Let's just go ahead and move him over here to City A. That was a very strange. Did he just leave and come back? That was very weird. Let's get this archer out of the way in case he's blocking the way. That might be what happened. That was very strange. Alright, I'm just going to move this guy up behind this. Let's put him over here. This should be fine. In case he does attack me earlier than I expect. Looks like Japan's going after Sparta to convert their religion. Okay. That's better than him coming after me for right now. Greece is already in the Renaissance. Wow. That is crazy. It's possible I may have already lost this game. Who knows? But you know what? We're going to play it out and see what happens. Japan has declared war on Greece. Okay. That's actually a little bit helpful. As long as he's preoccupied and not going against me, that actually helps me out. Although it also does mean he's probably going to be building more units for his war against Greece. But that's alright. England, spearmen. That's a lot of units Auckland has. Crazy. Alright, let's go ahead and knock city out here. And we'll go ahead and bring the archer back. Get ready for the war. What do I want you to work on? Builder would be a long ways away, but let's go ahead and do the builder. Get some improvements around here. At least get the wheat. Probably. Actually, you know what? He won't expand to that wheat without the monument first, I don't think. building 0.3 production, or 0.3 culture a turn. Yeah, he's not even... I don't even think he's going to expand really at all. Let's just start with a monument. Let's get some expansion going on this city. And then we'll get the builder right after. What is he working? Actually, I want you to grow before I want you to start producing. And that way we can work this tile quicker along with the other one. Let's see what these other cities are doing. That one's fine. It's growing in 2 turns. This one's got a long ways to go. But he's... Well, I could work this down here, which I actually think I like. Get a little more growth. Although he's actually already at his cap, so never mind. Never mind. It's not going to really grow that much faster anyway. So yeah, this is fine. Actually, with 1 turn to growth, it actually might be a good time to switch to production here. So let's just unlock everything. It may not make that much difference, to be honest. Let's unlock everything. It's already set to production growth anyway. Yeah, it really doesn't make any difference. Nope, we're good. There's my extra population, which I'm assuming is going to be working this tile down here. Yep. One more turn till my new government. That's going to help a lot. Greece just declared war on Rome. Wow. They're going crazy up there. Progress toward mercenaries.
Divide
I like
and
it.
rule, a sound motto. Unite and lead, a better one.
Alright, let's change governments. And I'm pretty sure we're almost guaranteed we're going to go after oligarchy. Let's see. +4 combat experience. +1 boost to all yields is kind of interesting, but I don't care about the wonder production. Great people points. Nope, we're definitely doing on oligarchy. We need that military edge, and especially if the other guys have it already, then we need at least to even it out a little bit. Let's just do the 2 influence. That's fine. And then wild card, we're probably going to... Actually, we don't need settlers anymore. Probably the +1 production all cities. That's 3 production total. If we get some builders going out soon, fine. But actually, I think this is going to be best. And then we're not going to be doing naval. We're not worried about the barbarians at the moment. Yep. So definitely a gauge, I think it is. We'll go with that. I wonder if that's going to speed up my... Can I even see? I can't see. I wonder if that's going to speed up my... I don't think it's going to speed up the siege at all. I think it's literally just melee ranged area unit, or class units. And it does not look like it did. Oh, well, it's okay. Let's see here. Yep, just the 1 actually does help a little bit, though. That 1 production. So that's alright. Trade route between where? City of Cairo with what? My other city, I think it was. Oh no, Hattusa. Cool, excellent. All right, so now what do we want to go after? Boost to light and heavy cavalry would be pretty good. Although I'm probably not going to make a whole bunch of those until I get my other unit, though, which is in the medieval era, I believe. Um, nope, I think that's probably just going to be best anyway. Let's go ahead and go after military tradition since we've already got the boost there. And a trade route. Obviously we don't really want to go anything after Japan, which would be silly. We get a boost to Armagh, whatever. It's not as much gold as Hattusa. And it's not as much science either, which science is really helpful. But, what is this giving me? Let's see. City-states. Builders can now make monastery improvements. Oh, that's cool. Provides me with one of each strategic resource I ever built but not own. Hattusa. Oh, that's really nice. Although it's already got way behind on the suzerain with them. Wow, all three of those bonuses are pretty interesting. I think we're just going to keep going to Hattusa though because the science. I think we need that. Alrighty, heavy chariot. That's good. Just go ahead and move them down here to the front lines. 8 turns on the catapult. Do I need to wait for a second one? Probably. Take him 19 turns. Get a galley, which no, that wouldn't help at all. I was gonna say if they had a water city, I'd at least be help as a melee unit to take it, but that's not the case at the moment. Man, I don't know. Probably need another just frontline melee unit to help protect the archers and the catapults. So let's just do a warrior. It's weaker than the spearmen, but if they have warriors or anything like that, then they're going to be able to knock out my spearmen pretty quickly. So let's just do the warrior and go from there. And I may go ahead and go after the war declaration as soon as this catapult pops out. Let's see. I could get down here pretty quickly. I'm going to circle the catapult around. Probably have to put him in these woods to get him a little defended. Get the archers around the other side. Trying to decide when I need to. Do I have a freebie war declaration against him right now? For any reason? No, but it's just a moderate penalty. I could go ahead and denounce him though, so that I have that casus belli. Well, we'll just keep moving this guy around. Let's start getting some guys sort of near position. Definitely need a way for the catapult though. I think when the catapult has about 3 turns left, we go ahead and denounce him. Let's get some scouting out, see what's going on over here. He doesn't actually have a unit in there at the moment. That's interesting. Probably has a bunch of units over here in Nagoya though, unless he is going after Greece up here. Did I determine that this was a lake? It's been a while. No, it just says coast. Okay. Could be an inland sea though.
Everything has its limit.
There's my hard research
Cannot be educated into gold.
on iron. Man, pasture. Oh, I can research machinery. I was following those lines wrong. Is that true? Why did I see this as going construction down? Huh. Well, no, that's good. I was literally looking at those lines wrong. Wow. Then yeah, we'll definitely get machinery. Man, do I need to wait for the crossbowman then? Oh, that is very probable. I didn't realize I could get those that quickly. In that case, another catapult would be nice. Is this hill or anything like that? No. Man. Sure would be nice if that was hill. I could shoot over those forests, but I cannot. I'd have to put the other catapult on this side. A couple crossbowmen over here. Yeah. Probably a good idea. Get another archer, so that way I'm ready to upgrade to crossbowman right away with 4 archers. That'd be huge. It's gonna be expensive. I don't think I'm gonna have enough money for that. Um, decisions. But the catapult here is gonna have to move a long ways to get to the front line. So I don't know if that's the best choice. Really, really tempted to wait for these archers now. These crossbowmen. I mean, I think we're already gonna be going against crossbowmen anyway. But every turn we wait is a turn that they're just gonna get stronger and stronger. Can't wait forever. Let's do it. Let's go catapult. Let's get one rolling. Even if it doesn't help with Osaka, it could help with Nagoya. Plenty of places around here to siege, so that should be helpful. Who knows? Maybe I'll lose the first catapult anyway. I don't think I'll wait for this catapult to declare war, but I do think I'm going to wait for these crossbowmen. I think that's just too good to be true. I guess I can delete this. I can delete these because those are irrelevant. Just keep poking around, see what else he's got over here. He doesn't have any units over here. What is the siege damage? Or the what is it? It's 15 on these guys? 25 range strength. And those 39s are going to really hurt a lot. Let's just keep going. We'll make a decision here in a few turns. Although I did say at 3 turns I was going to denounce him if I was going to declare war now. I just think with him being distracted and not having any units on these guys right now, I've got to take this chance and take it now. Be nice to have the crossbowmen, and maybe I can upgrade as soon as we get in here after this first city falls. But I think I've got to go. So let's go ahead and denounce him, even though it's just a moderate warmonger penalty. I think it would go down to low. I'm assuming. I could be wrong. Man, it may moderate may be the lowest it's going to go, even with the denouncement. But it's not going to hurt anything. So, oh, he's token Merchant Republic. Interesting. But yeah, let's go ahead and denounce. Goodbye. Alrighty. Let's start moving some of these guys around, but not too close. Let's go ahead and move. Which of these warriors did I want to move? This one, who's already got a boost. Yep. Just going to move him down to. Just moving down there for now. This warrior's going to move back one spot. Just sit in this little hole here so that everything has to go past him. We'll leave the archer up there for now. I don't think grease will be a problem, but just in case. Let's just keep. Do I keep scouting and potentially get cut off? Let's scout around the south here and see what's else going on down here. Start moving the archers up a little bit. Yeah, all three of these archers are going to kind of go down around the forest. So I probably put the warrior here, spearman here, the chariot over here against the, across the water. Scatter the archers around here to the south. I may even just move one up there, which should be fine. And then a catapult here. Okay, so I think that should be fine. So the spearmen will be moving into this tile right here, I think. So he's probably okay where he's at right now, for now. So I'm gonna move these archers around. This one can come down here. That should be fine. Send an envoy. Yeah, let's get the Hattusa one, which actually might shave a turn off. Machinery. No. I don't think it did, so never mind. Alright. That's okay. Who is his suzerain? Let's see. I bet it's Japan. It is. Oh, these are going to be warring with Hattusa. That's not good. Oh well, it is what it is. You, sir, just chill for a minute. You, sir. Actually, you're going to move down to here for now. And I've been having way too much fun, and this has gone quite a bit over what I would normally want to go. So I'm actually going to put a cut in here, and we'll come back next time and see how potentially a suicide attack against Japan will go. But we'll try it. And I appreciate you watching. I hope you come back. Thank you. Bye.